I see. Now it says you're
Okay,
live. And
now
there's
I am.
Barbara. Hi, Janice. Hi, Holly. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, ladies. I'm going to try to not talk any more than I have to, which is really hard for me.
Holly says she's not positive, but something is going to happen.
Yeah, something's going to happen. We're going to have Lisa here for a little while.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
Mindy. I'm glad you're here.
Hi, Mandy. We're here. We're going to carve. That's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen.
Barbara says, don't talk, dear.
Hmm. Well, I'm gonna be muting quite a bit because I can tell already I'm gonna have to cough.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Dennis. I think if I have the proper eraser, I'm going to carve this one. So I have to look. Hi, Janet, dear. By the way, Lisa,
Hi,
I gave
Julie.
Janet the information about our craft together for next month.
Oh, thank
So,
you.
guys, we are going to do it, and we'll talk about it a little bit later on when there's a few more people here. I'm not. I want to give it a few minutes before we talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was gonna carve this little bird, and I guess I'm gonna try, but I messed up his beak, and so who knows how he'll end up looking. Hi,
Okay.
Terry. Thank you. I hope I do too.
Can
I'm.
you reposition his beak, maybe?
I don't know. I think what happened was that I it didn't come off when I transferred it over.
Uh
And then I tried to draw it on and I messed up. And then I tried to erase it. And then that does not work.
huh.
Just FYI.
Uh-huh. Uh,
So,
Terry, that's okay. And hi, Linda.
hi, Linda. I'm glad y'all are all here. You're going to have to listen to me croak a little bit, but hopefully it won't be too bad.
I'm
If it gets too
sorry,
bad,
I'm
then we'll
too
just
busy today.
stop.
Okay, let's see
But
here.
I'm
This
better
one's
off than my kids are. So I guess I shouldn't complain. They're both still pretty sick. My son had to call in sick from work again. And
hello, Elizabeth.
hi, Elizabeth.
Well, this I don't have a big enough eraser. I thought I had several of those, so I don't know why, but I don't. So I'll have to pick something else. Pick something else. Um, don't know.
Well, I'm just gonna start here. I
There
haven't
you go.
done this is the first thing that I have done crafty since Christmas Eve. So
Oh goodness. Well, I'm making beads like a mad woman, so I think
well,
I'll do
that's
this.
good. At least you're getting something done.
Hi Teresa. Hi Susan. Yeah, I'm trying to because I haven't made beads in months, so I'm just like and with the shows I have coming up, they're a little bit it's a little bit sketchy.
Hi, Mina. Hi, Teresa.
I decided I'm going to do this one.
Which one?
So, this one
Oh, okay. That'll be
now,
fun.
yeah, the thing of it is that I could carve just one petal and not carve the whole thing.
You could. Yep.
And that's might be what I should do is carve just one petal like I've been carving with the others.
Well, those are turning out so cute.
Well, and they're a lot more useful.
Yeah, they are.
Hi, Allie. She's in her sewing room.
All right.
Paisley. Oh, Paisley. Yeah, I didn't draw any Paisleys. I've been really busy today, so Julie's here. Hi, Julie. And
We're
Lucia.
glad
Hi,
you're here.
Lucia.
We're glad you're here too, Lucia. Thank you all for coming.
Yeah. And Lisa, you're off camera a little bit.
Oh, well, this may not be the right thing for me to carve then because it's very difficult for me to see.
Oh. Well, then pull it down and don't worry about it. Just show them every so often.
Well, I'm going to try here and see.
Oh.
I already chopped off his beak, so I might should just stop and move on to something else.
Well, that's how it went with those two little tiny birds the other night. It was like, okay, I'm done with those. Because also the problem I'm having right now is making beads is really hard on my eyes.
Oh, I bet.
So
Yeah.
um, by the time I finish making a load of beads, I'm tired. My eyes are wore out. Lucia's been sick too.
Oh, I'm so glad you were able to make it to work, though, Lucia. That's great.
Okay,
Now
so
you just sit and rest.
yeah. I don't know, Susan. I may have just about as many as she's got. And I have just about as many different kinds of tape, too. Um, that's a thing, though. I have a lot of adhesives, and they all have their own specialties.
I have quite a few. I just don't use them very much. I mean, I use the same ones all the time.
Hi, Barb and Barbara. Dad picked up that cold.
I,
Oh, that's not good, Barb.
I tell you, it's not fun. Thankfully, my parents avoided it because I was sick Christmas morning when I went over there, but I was kind of in denial.
I'm just
I
so glad
thought,
they didn't get it.
I am too. I was really worried when I realized how sick I really was. And then Hannah got sick and then Ethan got sick. I was like, oh, Lord, please don't let them get sick.
Yeah, because it's
And
so
then
much harder on them.
it is, yeah. And then Darren has to, this is the end of the year. And as a bookkeeper, this is not a time you can get sick. And so thankfully he hasn't gotten sick either.
Oh,
He's been
that's
avoiding us all.
good. Uh-huh.
I can't blame him.
Well, I'd be sleeping in a different room if Jeffrey sounded like you. Although Jeffrey gets it and I don't, so but that's happened for years. Okay.
Boy,
Julie's found one that's good. That's great, Julie.
did she say what it was?
No, and it popped away, so I can't really find out. She said it. She found. She kept looking for different glues, to find one that would work, and that's one
It
tiny
sounded
little
like she
stick.
had something very specific she was wanting to do with it. So,
Yeah. Oh, what kind of crafting physics causes your supplies to take up even more room than when you start organizing them? Yeah, Mina, that's what happens. No, for something else. She found a glue for something else.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Um, I don't know, Mina, but as soon as you get it out to try to organize it, I can guarantee that it will grow. Oh, and if you want to make a video, it's guaranteed that the neighbor will turn on her leaf blower. Oh, I don't know what it is. She hadn't been home 5 minutes when she turned on the leaf blower.
Well, maybe that's her de-stressor.
Maybe, I don't know.
Doesn't help you out though, does it?
No, and it took her 45 minutes. I was like, good grief.
Darren can leaf blow our whole, well, he just does, the grass that gets on the sidewalk. But my yard, around our driveway and sidewalk and stuff and Mom's in less than 45 minutes.
And our yard is not that big. It's just, I think she just likes to use the power tools. It's just like, okay. And there couldn't have been 6 leaves on the driveway. I swear she leaf blows the grass.
Yeah. Well, around here, if you just wait a day or so, it'll all blow away anyway.
Well, that's it. It's a stack thing. Genesis, it's a stack thing. 1 stack makes 3, so it takes more spaces. Hi, Joyce. She saw that post. Yes, it was like, oh.
Okay.
Did you finish already?
No, I threw it away.
Okay.
It was it was very unhappy.
Well, at least half of what I did yesterday may have that happen to it. Now, here's the deal. Pick a leaf bug petal thing. They're easy and it won't stress you out.
Well, that's probably what I should do, but I've had this one drawn the whole time we've been doing this and I haven't carved it. So I decided
that's pretty though, too. That's beautiful.
So we will see how it goes. I probably shouldn't be carving anything right now. I can tell I'm not up to my normal brain function yet.
Joyce, I'm pretty sure her house is pretty immaculate. The one time I was in over there, it was immaculate. So, but
thanks, Teresa.
Pardon?
I just said thank you, Teresa. She said she thought this was going to be pretty. So
I think it's going to be beautiful.
But I keep getting off screen. Maybe I need to go this way a little bit.
Oh, that would work. Yes, that's much better. Now you can get closer to yourself.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Gremlin, Susan. It's kind of like my heat tool.
Hi, Andrea. I don't know if I said hi to you yet or not. I'm glad you're here.
It was gone for, 2 months. It was put away. It just wasn't put away where I thought it was. And I couldn't find it. Okay. Well, let's just try it this way. Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to just aimlessly color.
Color in. Yes, that Julie. Sometimes that's Although I don't like to color, so I know I'm one of those weird people, but never have. I don't mind drawing and that kind of thing, but I'm not real fond of coloring. No, I don't think I like that. Shoot. Well, maybe it might not be bad.
Thanks, Mina. She says we're both carving some cool botanical things.
We're trying. We'll
Yeah,
see
we
how
are.
this one works. I have found that there are times when the X-Acto knife works better than anything else. It just is cleaner and faster, and there we go. All right. We'll see how it worked.
Well, hello, Hudson Sailor 54. I'm glad you're here. I don't know that I know you, but welcome. Sorry you're having to listen to a croaky
Yes, welcome.
voice, but we're glad you're here.
I think I'm probably not going to have had a full 31, but I'm not unhappy with how many I got done. I got a whole big pile done.
Yeah, I got a big pile done too. I don't even know how many. I'll figure it out. I mean, I'll count them in a minute, but this is an eraser from Dollar Tree. Hudson, it's a big old Star Wars eraser. Thank you. I am feeling better. I don't sound like I'm feeling better, but I am. I don't feel great, but I feel better for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, erasers from Dollar Tree are
yeah,
my favorite thing to carve. For one thing, you haven't invested a lot in them, so you can relax and just enjoy it. But they carve pretty good too.
that large purple one I carved was a little stiffer than some of the other things, but those round ones, these round ones, they carve really nice.
Yeah, they do. This carve is pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
Or those white Pentel erasers. Yeah, they're pretty easy to carve too.
They're easy to carve.
I did. Y'all will be happy to know I did buy me a humidifier to bring out here.
Oh, good.
So
that's a good
I have
idea.
It out here going right now.
Mm-hmm. It will be much better on your throat and your lungs and everything else like that.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna leave it out here all the time. I think it'll be a good thing that I have it out here. I think.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna. Where's my bag? Okay, since Hudson's not familiar, these are giant erasers from Dollar Tree, and that's. I mean, this carved like the Speedy Carve stuff does. Is how I felt about it. These white erasers, they carve real nice. These were a long eraser that I cut in half, and they carved up real nice.
Yeah, those ones that have the layers carve better than the solid ones.
Yes, they're soft. They're softer. They carve a little nicer.
Yeah.
This is another one of those great big ones, and that's why I don't have another one, because I used them for that. This one didn't come from the Dollar Tree, but Lisa has one that came from the Dollar Tree. This is It was a puzzle. Okay, where's...
Yeah, and the one I have, it came from the Dollar Tree several years ago. So,
Mm-hmm. Well,
um,
this one just came from a similar kind of store, just a junkie store.
yeah.
So, that was, now the other thing, Lisa and I have both carved. These are tiny erasers from the Dollar Tree, and there was a whole bunch of them in the package. This little white one that I carved, those are Pentel erasers. Okay, I gotta keep the right things out over there. Just a minute, I'll get you out one to show you.
Like this.
Yeah, you got one?
Yeah. These are the kind that Marydale likes to carve on.
And this just happened to be a package with some pencil toppers in it too. And then they come in packages of 3 at Walmart. But they all carve very well, and they all seem to stamp nicely. And I knew when I put my design right along the edge, I was going to be sorry I did that. But
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's all right now, though.
You fixed it.
I fixed it. Mm-hmm. It's bigger this way than if it were on a eraser by itself. Oh, I love the leaf bug stamp things. There we go. Now, let's do... that's not very good stamp, but that's okay. There's my dragonfly.
Oh, how cute.
I suppose I should do a dragonfly body with a head and a body.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good.
Well, but
there's uses Speedy Carve mostly if we can get it when you can get it 50% off. But
there.
I'm too cheap for even that, especially since I like the way the erasers carve.
Yeah, that's gonna
say. If I didn't, it'd be different.
Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, the erasers carve so nice, and the big thing about the Speedy Carve is it comes in bigger sheets, and you can cut it up. Well, but those great big erasers from Dollar Tree are really very economical, and they carve really nice.
And you can carve on both sides of them, so you get double.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I wouldn't carve on both sides of these. You could, but I don't.
Yeah.
This one's really thick for what it is, but I don't like carving on this part where the plasticky stuff is. It doesn't hold the ink as well.
I was gonna say, I don't think it stamps well. Barbara said one eraser she carved ended up super sticky. It was like it was becoming something else.
That's weird. I haven't had that happen. I can see why. I mean,
Well,
I
and
believe you, but I haven't had it happen myself.
I use Stays on ink, which is an solvent-based ink. So if you used Stays on, Barbara, it could have been something that um, that could have been the problem. So
Yeah.
um, I am going to mention right now that I just put up a video earlier today for our January little craft together. It's going to be January 14th here on my, oh no, here on my channel. On my channel, and January 28th on Lisa's channel. We kind of put it further back in the month, not because we couldn't be ready, but because Lisa needs to get to feeling a little better. And I didn't want to, I wanted her to feel better. I didn't want her to have to feel like tomorrow she's, whether or not she's going to even feel like streaming tomorrow. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this little book. It is a pop-up, folded pop-up book. But it's very simple. And there is a preparation video on my channel, just went up today. So later on.
So go watch it. Not now.
Later on, watch it. It'll tell you what you need to have and all that kind of stuff. And Janet just posted a link to the video. So, and the dates are written down in the description, and I mentioned them in the video as well.
Hi, Violet. We're glad you're here.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, Violet. I'm going to do this circly one because I kind of like it. And it goes with a lot of my other circly ones, so. And the coffee filter book we'll just put off until later in the year. I don't, in December, Lois was not well and she'd had surgery again, and so it had to get canceled. And then they just sold their house. So January is not going to be a month where she's going to be able to be doing much in the way.
I just need to not worry about it until she tells us it's a good month for her.
Right. So we'll plan other things until she tells us that, and then we'll go back to that book. She said we could do it without her, but we'd kind of like to have her there. That's just.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I'm sorry you just now got it, Teresa. Teresa just now got her alert.
Uh-oh. Hello, Teresa. And Mina says she's buffering. Go round and round. Sometimes if you look at the rate and the lower edge of your screen, video screen, the one you can see the picture in, there is a little gear, and when you click on that little gear, it will tell you what HDMI, well, whatever rate that you're watching at.
Rating of some sort.
Yeah, the quality of your video rating, and if it's set real high and you lower it a little bit, sometimes it will come in a little better.
And sometimes you look at it and it's on 144 and you have to raise it, and then it looks better. That's
right, and it quits buffering. So it's one of those things that if you check it out, sometimes changing that rate will make a big difference. Yeah, Julie, Lisa uses art glitter glue a lot, and I did get some here recently. I was in a store over in Milton that had some, And so I did get some. So far, it and I have not had the. We're not in love with each other yet, but that doesn't mean I won't. I haven't used it as much as maybe I should to try it out. Janet said she keeps hers at 480, and 480 is about right. Sometimes if mine is really, really low, I can go to 720, but then we have pretty fast internet.
Yeah, and when I'm watching people, I typically, if it'll let me, I put it on 780, and it usually works better for me there than anywhere else. But
yeah, the other thing is that usually I'm not on Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah,
I'm usually hardwired in. If I'm using the computer, at least I'm usually hardwired in, because
well, I hardwire into stream and make videos out here. But when I'm watching in the house, I'm on Wi-Fi.
Well, since I work on my computer and I'm trying to upload photos and all that kind of stuff all the time,
Yeah.
I tend to I just leave it plugged in. I have 2 stations where I can plug it in, so it can be hardwired in.
That's what I like about it, Julie. I like the fact that you put it down and it stays put. I don't like it wiggling around and taking forever to be able to move on to something and put another piece down. So that's one of the things I like the best about the art glitter glue.
Is that it sticks right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that could be if you're a hesitant, or if you throw it down and then adjust it, then you probably would not like art glitter glue because it doesn't want to work that way. But that's what I like about it, because I don't like to work that way either. I like it to be done.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Collaging and ATC's easy paper stuff. That's what Janet said she's been doing. I really like collage too. I tend to do a lot of collage, even if I'm doing collage with painty paper and it's very abstract kind of thing. The latest art journal I'm working on is, and I tend to work in my art journals in an odd way, I guess. I kind of pick sort of a technique and I work through the whole book in that general, I don't know, with the same supplies and the same idea in my head or something like that. I can't really explain it, if that makes any sense.
If it doesn't make sense, go watch her videos and then it will make sense. And I enjoy those collages. So,
well, thank you. I love watching you collage. Everybody does it different.
Yeah, well, we've all got our, the thing we like, and that's what makes it all fun.
I think so. Mm-hmm.
If we all did the same, everybody did the same stuff, it wouldn't be very interesting anymore.
Well, and I can't remember whether it was Janet or somebody else said, that you and I are so the same, and yet we're so totally different.
I think they're both true statements.
Uh-huh. Yep. The art glitter ladies were some of the first to use those fine nibs, and that's another reason why I like that art glitter glue. That's why I like this Tombow stuff, is because of the tiny little, hello, Mark, the tiny little thing at the point.
Hi, Mark. We're glad you're here. The Wonder Twins.
The Wonder Twins? Okay. Well, I'll go for that. I'm not going to complain about that.
I'm not going to complain either, but I'm not feeling very wonderful at the moment.
Just don't give it to me, dear.
I don't think you can get it through the computer, so.
You're sure?
Pretty
Okay.
much. Pretty
All
much.
right.
If I'm wrong, I will apologize.
Okay. Uh, oh, and we're looking at a new trip. I think I told you that. Well, if we do what we're thinking about doing, we will be right through Amarillo.
Yay!
Right through. So.
Well, I do have to warn you.
Uh-huh.
We are just as likely to have snow in March and April as we are in January and February.
Oh, I know that.
Okay.
So is Utah. So, you know. And we don't know that we will get to come at that time anyways. It's just that we think that that probably will be about when we would be ready to come.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm very boring and I'm always home. So, well, not always at the house, but I'm always in Amarillo, it seems like. So
yeah.
it won't.
We're not very exciting either.
Whenever you come, I'll be around. Okay.
What kind of conventions are we talking about? Oh, Holly says she doesn't know. It might come through the computer. It is a virus.
Oh, well, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. But
Julie made a comment she's never been to the conventions, and I'm not sure what she's talking about exactly as far as conventions goes.
I don't know either.
They used to have scrapbooking conventions, but I haven't seen any in a long time. Now, there is a scrapbook store here near us, which is very, unusual. There's not very many scrapbook stores left. And that's where I got the art glitter glue. And she actually has crops every weekend.
Wow.
She's taken over 2 huge. Now that's about all she's open too, is when she has crops.
Yeah.
But
well, I had friends who went to those things like every Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I went to one, but I was not a successful scrapbooker. I wanted to like it, but I just didn't. I just didn't like it.
I did some stuff, but I wasn't me either.
I think it was because everything had to be so.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm a kind of fly by the seat of my pants and make a mess kind of person, I guess. That's why mixed media works so well for me.
Yeah, I think that's it. See him in person, grin. Rubber stamping and scrapbooking. Yeah, that's now, okay.
Hi, Nancy. We're glad
Shannon
you're here.
Green goes to, there's some kind of wholesale thing that happens every year, and I can't remember what it is, but you have to have a wholesale license to get in the door, I think. Now that's not hard to do, but it's also not, they don't so much teach classes, they have demonstrations. And I know oh dear, well, there went that little spot.
Oops.
Yeah, oops, okay. That's all right. We'll fix everybody else with the same oops in a few minutes.
There you
I'll give
go.
them all a oops.
It'll all look like it was meant to be then.
Yeah, there you go. These little white thin things are a little hard to carve.
Yeah, I tried one of those and it was a struggle.
Well, when your little cardboard thing gets there, it will be easier.
Good. Well, I appreciate you sending me one.
I don't think it went out until it might have just been out today. I don't know. It was in the pile. I just don't know when it went.
Well, it's not a big deal.
It's not like you don't have a different eraser to carve until then.
That's right.
I like that they're round, but the other ones are also easier to carve. Did I watch Sana and her Christmas goodies? Santa brought her a big shot, and yeah, overseas things are a lot more expensive. Nancy and Becky are here. Thank you, Janet, for letting us know, because I missed them
Hi,
coming in.
Becky. I said hi to Nancy, but I didn't see Becky. Hi,
And
Debbie.
And Debbie's here
Susan.
too.
Susan's been here, hasn't she? Please tell me she's been here because I didn't.
think so.
I think we've said hi to her, but I'm not positive. So hi
Scott's
again,
home.
Susan.
Scott's home and purring in the recliner. Okay, I'm blurry, but Lisa's not. Okay. That's really weird because I look fine to myself.
You look fine to me too.
Okay.
Weird.
Yep. Holly's here. Guys, if there's anybody we didn't say hello to, hello. We're glad you're here.
Ditto.
Yeah. Nancy says hello from Maine. Chat is moving right along. Teresa says you are not. Okay, and Holly says it looks okay. So I mean, you guys are all blurry to me because I can't see up there. If I put the reading glasses on to see the carving, I can't see the screen.
You need to see what you're carving.
Well, you know, it's really taking a lot to get used to these, what they've done to my eyes. It's like, okay, I can't see my food when I sit down to eat.
Oh dear.
Well, I mean, it's there. It's just all fuzzy, and I'm just not used to that. You know, it's like I've spent my whole entire life, and I'm not 12, being able to see one way, and now I see a different way. So it's like it's very confusing.
I bet.
And I ordered some new stick-on things for my work glasses, so hopefully making beads will get easier. They're supposed to come tomorrow.
What are stick-on things?
Well, they're actually readers that stick to your glasses.
Well, that's interesting.
I'll show them to you. This is, I have to wear these glasses to use the torch because they're the right color. Welders wear different kinds of glasses for different kinds of torching. Now, can you see? Okay, let me see if I can tip it. See the little thing in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a stick-on lens that's a reader.
How interesting is that?
And
I didn't even know that existed.
You can get them in different magnifications. Well, when I just had one eye done, I was only needing a certain magnification, and I had only put one of them on so that I could make beads for that couple of months. And they are like $15. So they weren't horribly expensive, because to get these puppies without magnification in them are $150 or so, but to get them
Wow.
with magnification in them is going to be $300-400. And if I get it'll be about $8 to get a prescription pair.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yes. So, needless to say, I'm trying to work with figuring out, if this will work. And it works really well, except these aren't strong enough now that I've got both eyes done.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people like these, and they put them in their sunglasses at the bottom so that you can look down and see a map or something like that.
Right.
And they're very likely I will take
That's
this.
what Debbie just said. That would work for sunglasses too.
Yeah, and that's the case. Now, I actually found a pair of inexpensive readers that were sunglasses, but then I can't look up and see anything because, but if you had these in the bottom, like bifocals in your sunglasses, then you'd have both visions.
Right. That makes sense.
And I just ordered them off of Amazon. Just a minute, guys. I'll go get the package. I just rolled over my cord again. I forgot to charge up my Bluetooth ones.
Yeah, I'm hoping these will hold enough of a charge for tomorrow night. I just now realized if we really do 6 hours tomorrow night, I think that's the maximum these are supposed to hold, and I've never tested them to see if they really do or not.
Well, the pair I have lasts a long time, but I figured I'd just use my plug-in one if not.
Yeah.
Multifocal, yes, Julian, and I had bifocals, but the 3 just made me crazy. But they come in different reader strengths, and you just use a little drop of water and stick them to your glasses. So I just ordered a pair of 2.5s though for
Because you use the water to stick them on, does that mean you can take them off and put them on a different pair?
Yep.
Well, that's cool.
Just put your fingernail under them and pop them off. And they're kind of, I was surprised. I figured they would be sort of soft and gel-like, and they're not. They're actually pretty sturdy plastic. And I got the first one on in the wrong place, and I had to take it off, and I just popped my fingernail under there and just popped it right off. So what I'll do is I'll move the ones that are in my Debbie just put the 2.5s in her cart. Yeah. I was real pleased with them. I was real excited when I got them, and it worked for a while. It just isn't, they're just not strong enough now that I've gotten the second eye done. Julie, they wanted to do that to my eyes when they did my cataracts, and I said no. I wanted them both to be pretty much the same. They are not quite the same. They're a little bit different, or at least that's at this point in time they're still a little bit different. They may still change a little, but I'm just glad that the left one cleared up like it did. I was beginning to get a little worried about it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it did too, because I know it was kind of a struggle with that one.
Yeah. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I must have had an eyelash in it. The blasted thing, oh, it hurt. And it's like, it's driving me crazy. And I washed it and washed it and washed it and washed it, and I couldn't get anything to come out of it. So I got hold of all my eyelashes and yanked my eye open and poured liquid tears inside of it, and it's like, okay, you feel better now. I'm glad.
Well, I'm glad that worked, but it had to be frustrating to have to go through all of that to figure out what.
I have eyelashes in my eyes a lot for some reason. I guess I have a lot of eyelashes, and they fall out easy.
Yeah.
I have never worn mascara because of it.
I never wore mascara until I burned my eyelashes off, um, and then they didn't ever grow back as long or thick as they had been at first.
Oh, uh-huh. Andrea says that the carvings are coming right along. Yes, they're doing pretty good.
Working on it.
I've been real pleased with how well and how many I've managed to get carved this month.
Yeah,
Especially
I'm
being
happy
gone
too.
we were gone for 2 weeks, so.
Yeah.
And I had hoped I could carve while we were gone, but it just didn't work that way. Okay. Now I have to put that little oops in everybody. Julie, mine get worse when I'm tired. No, that's not gonna work.
Holly, have you been sick? I noticed Andrea's asking if you're feeling better.
Lisa,
Yeah.
do you think you're gonna feel like doing our stream tomorrow night?
I'm planning on it. I don't plan to do. I did a lot today trying to do some disinfecting and all that kind of thing, and I ran some errands and stuff that I probably shouldn't have done, but they needed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't plan to do any of that kind of stuff tomorrow. So I just plan to rest until it's time to stream.
Okay. All right.
So I'm planning on it unless I wake up in the morning and feel worse, which I'm not planning on that.
Well, we don't plan on those things anyways.
No, that's true.
We do not plan on that.
Anyway, I'm very hopeful that I will feel like streaming tomorrow night.
Okay. Don't you have Amazon Prime?
I do.
Have you seen the Aeronauts yet?
The what?
Aeronauts. Aeronauts, I think that's how you say it.
No, I haven't.
Okay. It's about a balloon flight, and you should watch it. It's good.
Okay, I will tell my husband.
It was really cute.
Maybe that will be a New Year's Day movie.
Holly says she's not sick, but thank you, Jay. Janice, is that who JL is?
Yes, Janice.
Janice, thank you, Janice. And hello, I didn't see you pop in. Holly says that she's not feeling sick. She just her back and shoulders problem is getting better.
Oh, well, I'm glad it's getting better because that's not fun either. That is
balloonists.
Not fun.
Thank you, Janice. The balloonists. They are balloonists. Yes, aeronauts. Uh-huh. And I can't, talk. All right, let's see what we got here. But Jeff and I watched it the other night. It's pretty good. It was new on Prime, so
Okay, so it should be easy to find then.
yeah. Yeah, Jeffrey's findings must have found something because he said there was absolutely nothing to watch on television tonight. So it's
Yeah.
that or he's playing a game, but I don't think he's playing a game because I can usually hear his fingers moving on the keys. Okay. Okay, that looks like
What?
little people all the way around there. Let me bring
Guys,
you.
holding hands.
Yeah, let me bring you in even closer.
It's very cute.
It is. I like it. That's not what I had actually intended for it, but it's cute. I like it. I have got to remember to get out a acrylic block because these would be a lot easier to use if they were on a block.
Yeah, they're so
They're
skinny. It's
thin.
hard to hold on to them.
Hmm. Becky's back.
Hi, Becky. Welcome back.
I put a piece of duct tape on
Janice, Mary
mine.
is you put a piece of duct tape on it. That would work
Yeah.
real well. Mary is streaming with a different group, and yes, she is streaming tomorrow morning. But Lisa
4:30
and I
a.m.
are just streaming together tomorrow evening. Um, we were streaming on Lisa's channel from 6 to 9. Is that right?
That's the plan.
And then on my channel from 9 to midnight. So that's the plan. I don't know. I may leave those little things in there because it makes them look more like people.
I
I
think
like
it's cute.
it. It looks like
I do
little
too.
people. I'm leaving it just like it is. Ta-da!
Alrighty. Yay.
Yay! So we'll be on Lisa's channel at 6 and on my channel at 9, but we'll just, we'll let you know when we're going to go over to my channel. So, how's it coming out? Did you stamp it yet?
Not yet. I think I'm at a place for a preliminary stamping though.
I think I need a leaf like that. I'm just going to draw one on here. We'll see how it goes with just drawing it straight on the thing.
It'll be fine. I do it all the time. If I can do it, you can do it.
Sounds great, Janice. Hi, Sana. Was Sana here earlier? Lisa, show me your leaf again, please. Okay, so it's just kind of. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I gotta cut the end of this off.
I need to get some talking about duct tape.
You need to get some duct tape?
Yeah, I put on this because it's hard to pick it up without grabbing one of those leaves.
Oh, uh-huh.
And
Yep.
then when I do, I take the ink off on my finger and
Uh-huh.
I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm just putting
Giving it
the duct tape,
just giving it a
a handle.
But a handle that'll fold flat so that it gets out of the way.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Julie, clearly not. What did I miss, hon?
Thank you, Susan. Clearly not. Oh, she asked if she missed anything.
Oh, okay.
Her hubby
Sorry.
was talking to her.
Yeah. We were just I finished my carving, my stamp, see? Oops, there we go. It looks like little people, so I left it. And Holly just posted the New Year's streaming schedule in
Good.
Kidsville. So
That turned out pretty good.
oh, I like that, Lisa. That's got so many possibilities. You could put little flowers on the ends of that.
Yeah, right. I left the spot for, for 3.
Uh-huh. Pretty.
So I'm pretty happy with it. It's got a few places it needs to still be cleaned up, but not much. I'm kind of surprised. Thanks, Barbara. Thank you, Janice. Thanks, Andrea.
And Hudson? Julie said she got dressed hours ago now. This time.
Thank
Well,
you, Hudson.
you guys have to understand that, Julie is when we get up and when we're streaming at noon, she's just it's crack dawn there. I probably wasn't out of bed when at the time that she would be getting up to watch us. Viewfinder
I'm
wheels.
sure.
Yes, Hudson, that is true. Is there a name we should try to remember for you, Hudson? I mean, not necessarily that I will, but
we can try. If there's something you'd like us to call you besides Hudson.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, these racers are, you see they have this angle. It bugs me. So I always cut it off. Julie says it's 1:30. I know you're not judging. Okay. I'm glad, Lisa, because we're not. And Susan says that would make a great, her name is Nancy. Hudson
Okay,
is
Nancy.
We do not promise to remember because we're very bad at that. At least I am. But we try.
We try. Give us a few times. And
Uh-huh.
I kind of like Hudson, though.
I do, too. And now I got another little tiny itty bitty triangle.
Are you going to use it?
Probably not.
Yeah, me either. That's kind of, I kept one, but you never know.
I use the back side of my pencil quite a bit. For a round circle, for a circle.
Oh, yeah. I have never done that as a stamp. I've done it in paint.
Oh,
well, I guess I'm using it as a stamp, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I've used it as
ink.
I've used it as a stamp quite often. Okay. All right.
Okay, there's that. That's the one I didn't like.
She sails on the Hudson. That's what I figured. That's where it came from. Triangles on the jelly plate. Yes, Julie, but look how tiny these are. There's just no way I'm going to sit and stamp my jelly plate that many times. I will make myself another cardboard
There you
thing.
go.
Yeah, with triangles if I decide I need triangles on my jelly plate. I'm not going to do.
Okay. Well, I'm going to see how many I have done.
Okay.
And I'm going to stamp them all off onto something to have a record. And then
a bundle grouped together might be cool. Yes, that might be cool too. Oh, yeah. I could probably squash them together and tape them. I have thrown them out. That's for sure. You may have to back up your camera, Lisa.
Oh, yeah, probably. Oh.
I did remember to keep my design off the very edge this time. Has anybody seen Mary come in?
I have not. I don't think I have. If I have, then I said hi to her and forgot it, which is possible. Oh, here's some more things that I had drawn. You guys have a head start for next year. Oh, there's another word I wanted to do.
Well, you're not going to carve tomorrow night?
I am. I'm going to carve this tomorrow night.
Which one?
And dream.
Ah, okay.
And maybe
she's preparing
this.
for tomorrow. She might be sleeping too.
Yeah, she probably should be. Okay. I have some more of these little bitty circles. Some of these little rectangles. That one's kind of warped. I could do something with those tomorrow night. Okay, I guess that's everything that I've carved so far. Okay.
Oh, Lisa?
Yeah.
Home Depot did have a gallon of glue, and just so you all know that the discussion we had yesterday about the glue and the cheapest place was at Joann's. To buy a gallon at Home Depot is way less expensive. Just so y'all know. It was 12 something for a whole gallon. So that's way less expensive than.
Yeah, way less.
And, you know, I was getting 7 ounces at Joann's, not.
A gallon of the glue all, the Elmer's glue all.
Yes.
Not the school glue, the glue all. There is a big difference between the two. Okay. I need some paper.
Oh yeah, she's got it. Yeah, did you read that what Mina said? She thinks that Mary. Yes, $12 and some cents for a gallon of Elmer's glue all at Home Depot. And the biggest container I found anywhere else was at Hobby Lobby, and that was just 16 ounces. So, and it was, if I had paid full price, it was $7.99, $8. So, Home Depot is the place for Elmer's glue all. And anybody who's not aware, I mix Elmer's glue all and Mod Podge together. I use the matte Mod Podge and I mix Elmer's glue all and matte Mod Podge about half and half. And that's what I use for a lot of my collage and decoupage and whatever else you want to call it.
All the ages.
All the ages, yes. Napkins and.
Okay, we're just going to start with this one because I need to remember to do this.
Mina says she guesses she's headed to Julie, I wouldn't buy Elmer's school glue for anything because it's washable. It just has to get damp and comes apart. So it certainly isn't what we want to mix with anything we want permanent. The glue all is a PVA glue, right, Lisa? Isn't that what they call it?
Yes.
And by the way, you will find in Home Depot, it will be in the paint department, my husband says.
Yep.
Um,
And do not order it online just for pickup. Go in there and find it yourself. Home Depot, my goodness, how long it takes when you order something for pickup. It is ridiculous. Of course, it might just be my Home Depot, but oh my word, took me like 30 minutes to go pick some up. That's what I ordered, was that glue. I thought, I'll just pay for it online and I just run in and pick it up. No.
well, I have ordered I've ordered a couple of things for the house in working on the house
Yeah.
because they didn't have it in the store, and we've done very well with them doing that way. So
Well,
it might be your store.
it might very well be my store, but it was ridiculous. I mean, it was sitting right there. I could see it, but they had too many other things they were doing to actually pay attention to
You.
me. Yeah.
Well, the next question is, how many Home Depots do you have in Amarillo?
2.
Okay, see, we have about, I think 5.
Yeah, we just have 2. We only have right at 200,000 people here, so it's not a huge place. But
And that's probably why you were probably busier than ours is.
well, they're busy, but if you got something like that and you've got people who are supposed to be, that is supposed to be their job to work that counter,
That's right.
and instead they're off over trying to train somebody to work a cash register and having to come back and forth.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Hello, Sharon. I don't know that we've said hello to you. Hello.
Hi. I'm glad you're here, Sharon.
Yes, Barbara, that's where she's at. I just answered for you, Lisa.
Oh, yes, I'm in Amarillo. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Those staples just bit me.
Uh-oh. And I like living in Amarillo, but it's just, and normally service is really good here, but not at that Home Depot. Now, if I go in and I need to find something and I say, can you tell me where this is? They're right Johnny on the spot. And I say, no, you don't have to show me. Just tell me where it is. Oh, no, I'll show you. No. Off they go. They're very friendly. But the 2 times I've ordered something for pickup, it took forever.
Lisa, that leaf is really cool. And it will make
look at that.
a cool dragonfly.
Yeah, and put one of your long skinny ones above it for the other one. No, I'm not in Austin. My brother lives in Austin. But I've actually lived in Amarillo all my life. This is where I grew up, and the house I'm living in right now is next door to the house I grew up in. My mom and my stepdad still live in the house I grew up in. This is where my grandma lived, and when she passed away, we moved in here.
That's neat. Okay, the long skinny ones are smaller than that one, so they have.
Okay.
So
well, it's still very pretty.
It looks a lot like a butterfly.
Yeah, but that's okay. It can be a butterfly.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Oh, I didn't ink that one very good. Oh well.
And sorry, guys, I was reading chat and not talking. Honey, are we gonna switch over in a little bit?
Yeah, I'm just stamping these off, and then
Beautiful.
I'm
And then
through stamp carving for tonight. So
okay, then I'm just gonna I'm gonna get out all my stamps so I can figure out how many I have. Those are the 4 I'm using in my journal. Oh, I guess I better back out a little bit so y'all can see them. Thanks, Holly. Let's see here. Okay. Because I threw a bunch down here in the bin last night, and I shouldn't have done that. And now they're just, in Never Land down there.
yeah.
The bird went off into Never Land.
Oh, you need to find the bird.
Yeah, I got the bird. I got both of them now. Okay, and then okay. And here's the weird bird that I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to deal with yet. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to. It looks more like a creature than a bird. So actually, it's supposed to be 2 birds. So I'm not going to count that one.
You could count one of the birds. Didn't one of them work out the way you wanted it to?
Yeah, well, it just needs cleaned up a little bit. Susan says 1124 is better at Walmart. Is it glue all though, Susan? Because last time I was in Walmart, all I could buy was school glue. Okay, there's our opposing trees and our opposing birds.
I love your opposing trees and birds. I tried to draw me some so I could carve some tonight, and oh my goodness, it was horrible. I was like, okay, forget that.
Oh dear. Maybe you need to just draw them directly on the eraser.
Maybe I did. Maybe I did.
Nancy, I'm working on getting them all out here. I'm real pleased with how Carved December has gone. I love these round things that okay, we don't have enough room here. I'm not going to have enough room. Those 4 are the ones I'm using in my 12 journal bits challenge journal.
I'm using this one, the 2 that are on here.
I'm going to have to excuse myself for a minute. I'll be back in a few minutes.
So, and then I'm using this tree or branch or whatever you want it to be. I have not been putting mine on Instagram. I haven't been. Oh, I need to put that back over in with my other stuff, or I'll forget. Okay. I'm trying to figure out which one of these is the one I carved. Oh, it was this one. Okay. I'm having trouble getting this inked up. I think my ink pad needs to be refreshed. And some bamboo. I now have two opposing, two different versions of the bamboo and two different versions of the tree branch here. But one of the bamboos I had carved a while back. So
Sorry about that. Hi, messy table.
oh, hi, Vicki. It's good to see you. I didn't notice you came in. I'm sorry. Too busy trying to get this to ink up, and it's not working very well tonight. Okay. And then here's the other one.
Yeah, I love those. Those are so pretty. Okay, I was digging out. I got a few more that I carved this month. Okay.
I'm going to put it this direction, just so it'll fit in there better. Well, it's still going to cover something up a little bit, but.
And these are the leaf bug stamp petal things. Now these three right there are all the same design. They're just carved differently. Oops, we're off camera here. There we go.
Okay. So.
Hi, Susie. I didn't see Susie come in either.
I missed her too. Sorry about that, Suze.
Yeah, we have, and especially since we had planned on carving together on all of our live streams, and then several times we couldn't be together. But let's see, that's 4 and 6 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, I should be able to get 31
you just have to carve 2 tomorrow.
Yeah. Now to carve the lake. Oh, do you think I need to carve the lake? Because, I can draw the lake.
Yeah, draw the lake.
I can draw the lake real easy. I may carve, I had drawn another set of trees that were smaller so that I could do a, more of a forest. And I may do that because and then if I do that, that'll be 2 stamps because I'm going to carve them opposite one as well. And if I clean these 2 up so that I can use at least the top bird, You were kidding? Oh, okay. Uh-oh, Barbara just messed it up. What was it supposed to be, Barbara? Lisa's just over there stamping them away.
Yeah. That way I would have them all stamped out and it would be easier for me to count them. Hopefully.
Okay. Did we lose Julie? Julie's internet was in and out again tonight.
Oh, no. Hi, Joyce. I'm glad you're here. You've probably been in here a long time and I just missed you until just now, but I'm glad you're here.
I'm going to need a bigger baggie. That much I know.
Yeah.
I need to carve some things that are different than this. So the little trees are probably what I'm going to do. And then,
Julie's here.
okay. And then maybe I've got a couple of very geometric type rectangle kind of things.
Bye, Hudson, Nancy. Thanks for coming. We sure
Bye-bye.
enjoyed having you here.
We are going to stream tomorrow night. So come in if you get a chance. Okay, those are put up there. That's put out where I can work on it.
I obviously need to re-ink my pad here. It's
Oh, Debbie's okay. I'm going to tell you all about the last time I had to fly somewhere. It was the night my dad died. I had driven for 3 days to get home from here, Pensacola, to South Dakota. I was just driving the pickup, but I had slept in the pickup for 3 days. Well, one night I think I spent at my son's on his couch. Got home like at late in the afternoon. Went out to dinner with my husband because it was October and we hadn't been out for our anniversary. Went out to dinner, got home, was exhausted, went to bed, and got a call. I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and had to get on an airplane and come back down here because Dad passed away. So what happens, but they send me through the you don't have to take your shoes off or take your stuff out line. Okay, South Dakota, Sioux Falls is a tiny little airport. There's not a lot of people. There's like one plane at a time. We had also had this horrible time getting there. Jeffrey had had surgery on his shoulder, several months before that. And I don't know whether it was the stress or just what, but his shoulder locked up and he was in so much pain he was crying. He left me at the sidewalk and took himself to the emergency room. So I'm terrified that my husband's having a heart attack. I have to get on a plane. They send me through the line where you don't have to take off your shoes and you don't have to do all that stuff. And I have this big tote bag. It's got flames on it. I've carried it for years. It's big enough to shove, show stuff in or whatever. And I have shoved everything I could think of. That's good, Susan. So they send me through that line and this tote bag, and so it goes through the thing and she has to start digging in it. And she's digging in it. And I'm like so embarrassed because I'm like, okay, why did they send me through this line and not make me take my shoes off and all that kind of stuff? And now she's having to dig in my bag. She said, there's something in the bottom of it. And I'm like, okay. I said, do you want me to see if I can figure out what it is? Hi, Mary. She said, no. She said, I'll find it in a minute. And I said, okay. I said, I have no idea what's in there. I said, I am sorry. I don't know what's in there. She gets to the bottom of it. I have a multi-tool that I have carried for years and years and years. It's like 3 inches long. It wasn't a cheap one. She had to throw it away. I'm like, oh. All of this, I get to go through that fancy line where you don't have to do that. And then she finds my knife in the bottom of my bag.
Oh, dear.
It was embarrassing beyond belief.
We went to NASA when we took a trip a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're going inside, they check your bags, just like you're getting on an airplane, basically.
Yep. Mhm.
And well, guess who had a knife?
Oh no.
My sweet little daughter. Oh dear. And we got up there and they were grabbing for her bag and she goes, oh. And I said, what? And she goes, my pocket knife's in here. I got to go put it in the car because they're not taking it.
Well,
And they
see,
looked at her and
that was the thing. I had sent my husband to the emergency room. So
yeah.
he wasn't out there. I couldn't take it to the car.
Oh,
So it was an interesting night. Now I will tell you that I worked at school for a while. For many years I worked at school, and I had been working in this one classroom for about 6 months when I realized that I had always carried a pocket knife, always. They didn't find it, Teresa. Woo! And I had always carried it, and I realized I had it, so I had taken it out of my bag. But that multi-tool, I had totally forgotten was even in there. And of course, it was a very stressful evening, so it was all right, not a big deal. The only thing that really made me sad was that Jeff had given me that multi-tool as a gift. And so I was sad because it was a good one. But, I'll get another one of these days when I find another one that I really like. I just don't use it like I used to use it. I used to, have to stop and work on the car or some other dumb little thing like that. Teresa, you've forgotten you'd had it. Oh, dear. That's not good, Teresa.
okay. So now let's see how many there are.
There's a lot.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nope, I'm not sure what I can say. I should have just, okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. 15 on this page. I'm going to write it down.
Julie, if it had been in my suitcase, they wouldn't have taken it. No. But because of how things were that night, because it was also 2:00 in the morning, you have to understand that I was getting on a plane. I didn't have a checked bag. I had a small carry-on and a tote bag.
Okay.
I had told Jeff if I needed something else, he would have to send it to me, which he did have to send quite a bit to me later. How many?
I've done 36.
36?
36.
Woo!
I think. I'm not sure if I counted that little bitty one or not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. 36 is good enough.
That was nice of her, Joyce.
I've been really enjoying this year. And
Yes, me too. I went home from here one October. I went home being South Dakota. I flew from here to South Dakota 1 year. And from Atlanta to South Dakota is always a small plane. And I was the only non-hunter on the plane. So there was a lot of rifles and stuff in the cargo bin of that plane, but they're checked very carefully. I will tell you that there was a very embarrassed hunter getting on a plane one time when I was there, because he had a vest on, a hunting vest on, and apparently there was a hole in the pocket and a shell had gone through the hole. So he actually had a shell on him. They just took it away from him, and he was really upset and very embarrassed and all. So I don't, it was just one of those
Why would they
mistakes.
even bother to take it? I mean, what can he do with one shell?
Oh, you can do a lot with a shotgun
Well,
shell.
I guess that's true. I just don't think like a terrorist.
Well, you can start a fire.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
But if you want to know the truth, if they were worried about weapons, they shouldn't let women on the plane with necklaces or earrings or anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to carve that first tomorrow night.
All righty. Very cute.
So,
thank you,
Barb. Thank you all. Okay, so now let me see here. Put this away. Let's put these back in the carving tub. I've been trying to keep it neat. It doesn't mean it's happening, it's just trying. Okay. Oops, that goes into.
Yeah, her tree stamps are great, aren't they, Mary? Hi, Joyce. Yeah, I just don't, I forget about that. That you can take them apart and do stuff with them. I don't think that way. So,
Yeah, that's
I
it.
wouldn't be a very good survivalist.
Oh, well, that's. But Hannah will be.
Hannah will be. Hannah will be. She got a Bowie knife for her 16th birthday.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
She's prepared. Okay.
I'm getting. Okay. Ta-da! Let me see. Am I real far out?
I am.
I'm as far out as I can get. So.
Very cute.
I re-glued that and it stuck down and it seems to be going to stay. So I'm happy. And my pocket is usable. Not that it's got a lot of room, but you can get a pen in it. It's kind of tight on there. Probably should have given it a little more room, but I don't want to. So
no, it'll stretch maybe, but it looks really nice like that.
Yeah, because if it was bunched up, it wouldn't look good. So
no.
Okay. Hi, Malaya.
Yeah, Andrea, that's kind of where my mind went too. How we wouldn't be very good at that. Nope.
Okay. So I have not sewn in my signatures. Did you sew yours in already? You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, yesterday at the end, I had made these belly bands, and I did go ahead and glue them in this afternoon and put all the tags in that I had been making yesterday.
Yay. Well,
so that's the one thing I did.
I've got to get busy.
Mary, I like trees too. That was one of the things I really, really, really missed about South Dakota is trees and green stuff. I missed green stuff. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do here. I got an awful lot of pockets. So, I did another thing. Well, after I actually did it this morning or yesterday afternoon, I can't remember. When I was doing these tags, I kind of ran out of, and I don't have a lot of cardstock weight stuff to punch out flowers with. So I glued some cardstock to the back of this piece of painty paper.
Ah, that's smart.
Well, that's one reason why I had gotten cardstock. Yes,
no, this is not fabric. It's wallpaper. One reason I chose it for my cover, though, is because I have this fabric that I wanted to use inside, and they go well together. Color-wise, they go real well together. Haven't done much with this yet, but I intend to. I'll do a quick flip
Okay, go.
through. Here's a pocket that I made out of a bank cash envelope, and I just put it there. And then this is wallpaper, and the inside and outside of the book are wallpaper over a cereal box. And music paper. There's some painty paper. My 5 kinds of paper are wallpaper, music paper, coffee and tea dyed paper, painty paper, how many
envelopes.
Yeah, and envelopes. Thank you. I know there was something else. Okay, there's an envelope. I've made this little journaling card with an index card that was coffee dyed. Now, when I said coffee dyed papers were one of my papers, that I'm just using anything I've coffee dyed I can use. So I gave myself a lot of leeway when I did that. But
Oh, I think she likes eco dyed papers, Teresa. This was challenge though that we had to choose specific papers to use, and coffee dyed was one of her choices.
And I don't have any eco dyed papers. If I had eco dyed papers, I would have happily used them. I have not done any eco dyeing yet. So that is on my list of things to do. But that wasn't an option because I didn't have any. Not because because I do love them. But painty papers were something I did have. So.
And what's funny is that her painty papers and my painty papers are totally different.
But we both love painty papers.
That's right. We both love painty papers, but they're both different.
And then here's another journaling card and a tuck spot.
Okay, wait 1 second. I thought I saw Julie says, "Oh, what's painty paper?" Honey, painty paper is paper that we've jelly plated, or we have stamped with paint, or we just credit card painted, or we stenciled with paint.
Yeah, anything you do to put paint on paper, it becomes painty paper.
That's right. Anytime you put paint on paper, it becomes painty paper. That's a perfectly good answer. And some of my painty paper was cardstock weight and some wasn't. So.
And most all of my painty papers were jelly plate because that's my favorite way to make painty papers. I don't make that. A lot of people have given me painty papers that were made many other ways that were just gorgeous. But I haven't made painty papers as many other ways as a lot of other people have. Here's a tag. This was a jelly print that I
hello, Melissa. What are we making? We're working on our 12 journal bits challenge.
Hi, Malaya. That's okay. Both of these were gel prints on deli paper that I glued onto coffee dyed paper so they would be stiffer for journaling cards. And this is another one of those bank envelopes that I did a little fabric collage on. And then this is more coffee dyed paper, but with this one I added some copper paint into the coffee.
Oh, that's why she didn't know. You need to read here. Oh, I can't do it. You have to do it. Andrea's comment. And do you see Andrea's comment?
Julie, I get how between accents it sounded like panty. Oh dear, no, painty paper.
Uh, hello,
Oh,
Chaotic Wings. Hello, hello. Hi, Rosie.
oh, y'all are hilarious. I love you all.
I do. Oh dear.
Painty paper.
Painty paper. Painty paper. Yes, it's painty paper.
Joyce was just gonna move on. Don't blame you, Joyce. Oh
Oh
dear.
dear. Okay. You know what the problem here is, Lisa? I really want to use my raised stickies. Ah,
Oh yeah.
ah.
And they're
Okay.
not one of your adhesives.
No, they're not. So I can't do that. So I'm gonna have to do something else.
Could you glue some pieces of cardstock to the back of your things and then glue them down?
I think I'm gonna use some fiber underneath it and raise it up that way with a staple.
That works.
I'll do some kind of little fringy thing on this.
And here's another tuck spot.
And you could paint your panties too.
Good. You absolutely, not
Okay.
me, but other people could. I'm more into comfort than that. But anyway, here
Okay.
is another pocket that I made out of some painty paper and one of my fibers. And here's a couple of tags stuck in that pocket. And then all my signatures were kind of the same, except the painty papers were different. I'm going to be paranoid about saying that now. Okay, so now to add some more stuff. Hi, Rosie. Oh, I'm going to have to mute. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Are you? I think she's finished with her her uh going through just a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and show you mine. And my signatures are similar. Okay, my papers were painty paper. Now, some of it was cardstock weight, some of it wasn't. I have this Crayola paper, which is solid color. It's kind of like copy paper weight. I have some scrapbook paper and this white paper. Let's see, painty, scrapbook, white, Crayola. Oh, and cardstock, plain white plain cardstock as well, which I have added to the backs of things to give it weight. So I have 3 signatures. They are not sewn in yet because I like to work on mine to decorate them some before I put them in there. Sometimes I like to get them messy, so that's why I have decided to do that. So this is the first signature, and it was a painty cardstock, and then a painty paper, and then, oops, let's see if I can, I turned, because this paper was not long enough for my space, I used it and created pockets with it. And there's tags that I've got ready to go in some spots. And then this is a piece of scrapbook paper, and it's folded so that it gave me 4 pockets. Another painty paper and another 2 of the Crayola papers. And I just edged it and gave it some body and more tags. This is just a belly band that we made yesterday, or that I made yesterday. And this is some of the big white paper that I had, and I just folded it up and made a pocket. And see, this one doesn't have any tags in it. I got to make more tags because I've got holes I don't have tags in.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yep.
Melissa says, how do I make a journal? Melissa, there are so many videos from people, amazing people doing amazing journals that you can find stuff. But Tanya and I both have videos on our channels too, of how we make journals. And if you look at the 12 Bits Journal Challenge videos, you'll see how we made these. So just look. I watch a million YouTube videos. That's how I learned to do anything. Okay, go on, Tanya. Sorry.
That's okay. 45 centigrade. How hot is that, Julie? Let's see. Somebody'd have to look it up for me. Hi, Cass. Welcome. I haven't seen you in one of our videos or our things before. Welcome. That's in answer to Melissa's question. Yeah, Melissa, there are so many ways to make a journal. Just so many. Lisa is starting a lap book type journal, which is going to be a little complicated. It's not necessarily the first one you might want to. 113. You can keep that, Julie. I would rather have snow.
That's hot.
So, okay, then there's painty paper, and that's the opposite of that one. And so these are just the same configuration, but different colors and, of course, different papers. And see, I'm minus a lot of tags in different places. I'll have to really be getting on that. I think I made 7 tags yesterday, and that was all I got done. So I don't see getting this done this year. Seeing how tomorrow night's the end of the year.
Yeah, I don't see it getting done either. We could just continue to work on it little bits at a time whenever we have a chance.
We'll probably do a few little streams together, just to accomplish things.
Because we like to stream together.
Yes, yes. I love this one. This is a napkin, and then I put the flowers over it. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to sew my pages in, because my images, there's some more tags that I made. My images are napkins, and I'm probably going to put them in with Mod Podge. So I certainly didn't want them pages stitched in where I had to fight with the Mod Podge. See, these are my images. I got them out today because I haven't been using them. And
I was just thinking, oh yeah, we got images to use.
We've got images to use, and I haven't used any of mine. Well, I used this was one of my images, and I did use that, but look at this fabulous flower.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
It fits my theme so well. So I haven't gotten those in, but I have these tag blanks that I got made up yesterday, so I'm going to try to finish them up this evening, at least get them done.
Well, you better get busy, because I'm waffling fast over here.
Okay, honey, don't overdo it. Okay.
I won't. I'm just warning you that I probably am going to have to stop in not too long.
Okay, that sounds good.
But I want to get a few things done.
Yeah, I know. That's how you feel. We can start with this tomorrow night since it's out, and then pick up and switch back and forth.
That sounds good. Yeah. Because I'm definitely not going to want to put it up.
Julie, I actually found a plastic lace tablecloth somewhere, or a table run or something like that somewhere, and I don't know exactly where it's at. You know, it was at one of the thrift stores that I visited, and I haven't done anything with it. But they work really well. I think Lisa's got some plastic doilies that she has used on her jelly plate. I may be wrong.
I do have some. Just it's just one kind that is I had several of. And I have a piece of a table runner, plastic table runner, that I've used on my jelly plate, and I also used it to do this when I
When you
was
coffee
coffee
dye?
diet. I'm gonna have to mute. Sorry.
Uh-huh. Okay, now then.
Okay, I'm gonna let these dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna fussy cut around them a little bit to make pockets.
Oh, that'll be cute.
So there's the start of that. I am gonna just kind of do this though, because I want to work with this while I'm letting that dry.
And I do have tablecloth. Oh, not tablecloth, placemat. And I think Lisa's got one just like it. This came from Walmart that I have used on my jelly plate.
And it works great on the jelly plate. It does not work well to coffee dye papers because I tried that and
It doesn't? Okay.
it's too thick, I think, is the issue.
Huh, okay.
And it may just be that I didn't know what I was doing, but
Well, and you didn't put it in the oven, did you?
no.
Okay. We are still working to clean my oven. The bottom plate is still out on the back deck. Jeff went and got oven cleaner stuff today because, you know, it's in a bad way. Oh dear. It's something else when you mess up your oven that bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh well, you know, it was just, it was just the sweet potatoes. They just didn't want to stay in that pan. I should have gotten out a bigger bowl, but I thought, no, then it'll be too big. It'll be too deep. So I didn't. Now, see, it's got some raised character. It looks like it's going to be, it looks raised and stuck up there, and I like how that came out. So I might make a couple more like that, actually. What else have I got that I can put under there? Oh, I could do, oh, yeah. Oh, and my fibers, one of my fibers is this pair of jeans. So it's a pair of jeans shorts that are not very old that Jeffrey managed to tear up. I don't know how he managed to tear them up, but he did. He has many pairs of jeans that when he tears them, they go straight into the garbage can because that's how bad they are. But these actually weren't too bad. So I had saved them for their fabric.
Okay.
Okay, Becky. Becky's carving. She decided to use her wood carving tools.
Yay. No, I've got some of that already.
Barbara's going to bed. Good night, dear.
Good night, Barbara. Thanks for coming.
and Becky tried to do women holding hands in a circle and ended up with a tire. And see, I was making a tire, and and Elizabeth wants to know if maybe a cup of tea would help. She probably is just going to have to consider a rest here pretty soon. Just
Yeah,
because
probably so.
Because she's, probably had as much as she can handle. What I am doing is not my favorite thing to do, but I want to see how it will look. And I love the look of frayed fabric. I just don't like spending time fraying it. It does. Is this and
Tea
this
in the
denim.
recliner. Yeah, that sounds really nice.
What does tea and recliner?
In
Yeah.
the recliner.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go do that in a little bit, but I'm going to make a couple of things.
And Holly
first.
says she gives up.
What are you giving up on, Holly?
I'm not sure. And Julie's sticking to the table. And I wouldn't doubt it if it's that warm, dear. I need to cut my nails, but she's being lazy. Well, mine tend to flip off when I cut them, so I try to go outside and do it. Getting them in the trash can is very difficult, so I tend to go outside, but they grow real fast, so I cut my fingernails a lot. Okay, come on now. Come here. Yep. This is so much fun. Yeah, right. Okay. Not. This is what
Not
yeah,
fun.
not fun. This is one of the reasons I miss my old wash machine. This front loader does not fray things. It does not agitate well enough to felt something in. I do miss my old wash machine.
Well, just bring your stuff when you come to my house.
And you'll felt it for me?
I'll felt it for you.
Okay.
Because mine definitely does.
I
say that, but I haven't really actually felted anything in this one, but it definitely wads everything up. So I'm assuming it will felt stuff.
A lot of times I will get it close and then take it to the laundromat.
There you go.
Because their water's always real hot too.
Yeah.
Julie, as hot as it is, and the flu is.
Sometimes, Andrea, you wanting it to fray when you're doing it for crafts.
Yeah, that when I'm trying to do a piece of chenille or something like that. That's usually when I'm wanting it to fray, and it just does not like to do it. I do like that I can wash my blankets and my rugs, but okay. So it's not going to fray on the up and down end. Okay, well, we'll fix that little problem. Ta-da! Now it's frayed on the up and down end. Where's one of my little things?
Hi, Patricia.
Who's here? Patricia? Hi, Patricia.
Yep, she's here. Have you watched the video yet, Patricia, about the foldy pop-up book we're going to do?
Poor Patricia. I promise, Patricia, it's easy. It's easy peasy. Easy peasy. I promise. I promise. I promise. And it will be a fun book to play into afterwards. Melissa, that's something, if you're interested, we're going to make a little journal this in January. It would be very, very good to start with if you're still here. And I called it the folding pop-up book because it's kind of got sort of a pop-up feel to it. Sort of, and it's folded paper. It's glued. It's not sewn, so you don't have any sewing to do. Glued or taped. That's, that is one thing. I probably as big as mine's going to be, it probably is going to need a little tape. I might use some tape. But nothing that we won't already have. Okay. There. How about that one?
It's going to be cute.
Okay. Stapler, stapler, where did you go?
It's in your stack.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Okay,
Thank you,
this is
Julie.
cardstock with fabric and lace, and I'm making a tuck spot kind of pocket thing from it.
That's cute.
I'm trying to decide if it needs something else. Let's see if we have a little flower we can put on here maybe. Thank you, Andrea.
Two. Now then. Do we think that we could put enough glue in this mess to make it stay?
If it's a wet glue,
Well, I've got this.
yeah, I bet it'll work. You may have to do it on the bottom and glue it down and then add some more on top of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I can also put a staple in this with glue on it. Okay, yeah, that's what I will do. Because, we can't be wasting that. That's just too yummy.
Yeah, and we've got glue and staples to use, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it right about there. Yeah, right about there, I think. So.
Oh no,
Uh-oh, what?
I accidentally cut off my leaf.
Uh-oh.
I'll just glue it back on. Nobody will ever know.
That's right. Yeah, I think it's going to glue pretty well. It's going to, take a little bit to get dry. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put glue on this as well. So not only will it be glued there, like that. And then when I staple this will help to hold it on too.
Patricia said, throw it out.
Throw it out.
Too late,
Okay.
Patricia. She's figured out a way to use it.
I used it. I like it. I like those
Thanks, Andrea.
little thingies. Now, this piece is almost to the point of being gone. It is almost used up. I need another little square for the back. For the staple on the back. And then, okay, don't watch. I'm throwing this piece away.
Okay, I'm not going to watch.
Okay. These are really pretty. That's going to be cute. Susan's back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Okay. This is going a little faster than yesterday. Yesterday did not. It took forever. I don't know. You weren't here, and so I guess my mind didn't, couldn't make things or something. I don't know. Well, I kept.
I'm so sorry.
No, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean that way. I meant that I just couldn't make things look the way I wanted them to make them look. I missed you and I was thinking about you, but it was just like, oh, you have one of those days where it just doesn't come together.
Yep.
Okay, see, now those are really cute.
They are very cute.
I think they come out cute. Now I got to put some holes and put some fluffies on the top. What?
No, leave them like that.
Don't put fluffies on the top?
No, you can go ahead. I wouldn't. Because I wouldn't. I think they're adorable just like that. But
okay,
go right ahead. It's okay.
No, I'm perfectly content not putting fluffies on the top.
I just think they're really cute just like that. And that way, all your attention goes to those flowers.
Okay. Well,
and if you put the other thing on them, then that would split your attention.
Okay, I'll leave them just like that then.
Okay, thank you.
Now I have to do something with these two. And see, that was the thing yesterday, just nothing wanted to come out, so. Yes, it's fringe. It was denim that I took and fringed off the edge.
Okay.
Susan has chocolate ice cream with fudge and chocolate chips. Don't talk about that stuff, Susan. It'll make me want something. And my husband ate the last of the cherry pie.
Ah, I can't even remember last time I had cherry pie. That sounds really good.
I make cherry pie for all family meals because that's Jeffrey's favorite. And so when we have Thanksgiving or Christmas, I always make cherry pie. I usually make a pumpkin and a cherry pie. I find pie to be very easy to fix, so. it's kind of like I don't mind fixing ham or turkey or any of those. I don't mind cooking really, as long as I don't have to figure out what it is I have to cook. That's the hard part.
Yeah, I agree.
And Jeffrey goes to the grocery store for me anymore. I don't even have to do that.
That's good. He's a keeper.
Oh yeah. Well, I had him 35 years, you know. Actually,
But you're
I've
a
had him.
smart woman and you know what you're supposed to hold on to.
I've actually had him longer than that because I had him a few years before I married him.
Well, once I figured out what I got, I married him.
There you go.
Of course, I was probably older than you were when I found mine too. So
I don't know. I was in my third. No, I was 20 something, 28, 20. Let's see, 28 or 29 when I got married.
well, I was 33.
Ah, okay. You were a little bit older then.
Yeah. I was 33 and he was 24.
Now that I didn't do. Mine is older than me.
Yeah. I had some friends, and it's not the reason I chose Darren, but I had some friends who said, you know, Lisa, women typically live 6 to 10 years longer than men. So you should really choose a guy who's 6 to 10 years younger than you are. And then you won't have to worry about being a widow. And
Okay.
I was like, well, that makes all kinds of sense if you find the right guy who just happens to be, that much younger than you. But I didn't expect that to happen. But lo and behold,
You did. Well,
I did.
my sister, my sister's husband's 10 years younger than she is, and Jeff's sister married a guy 10 years younger than she was, but we lost her.
I just would fit right into your family.
Yeah, you would. We lost Cynthia suddenly, way too young. So,
And these are
and
going to be little tuck spots too.
oh, those are cute. The girls want me to make cherry pie now, so Julie was 38 and her hubby was 48, so. And Teresa was 22. Well, and we didn't have our child until I was 30 something. Can't remember how old I was, but I was 30 something. Okay, this is what happened to me yesterday. I did really good, really fast, and then all of a sudden, nope, nothing's working.
So what's not working?
I don't know. Just
not
it's
the
just,
idea.
Yeah, it just I think I'm just gonna get some fiber out and see what I can do with it instead of the.
You could make a charm for something.
Yeah.
That was something else I had thought I would do tonight is
Make a charm.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking that maybe some of these pieces of paper around it would be cute. Don't know. We'll see.
Bye-bye, Joyce. Thank you for coming in. We enjoyed having you.
We sure did. Yep, it's very unpredictable.
Well, and the friends who told me that never even got married. So there's that. There's that too, But it was pretty funny because at that time I was thinking, I don't even know any guys that much younger than me that I would be the least bit interested in. I always figured I'd marry someone older because I liked my guys smart, intelligent men and mature. And I got an intelligent guy, but I mean, he was mature spiritually. He wasn't mature in other ways. He was hilarious, but
Well, hilarious is a really good thing too.
it is. It is. A good sense of humor is important.
Yes, and mine can say things with a totally straight face and um just it's like, oh, you didn't just say that. It just floors, just makes me fall over because he says these things. All of a sudden they just pop out. Just like, okay, did you really just say that?
I remember my mom saying that my dad, she was 8 years younger than my dad, and she was 22 when they got married. And I get partly because he was older and partly because he just always sounds like an authority,
Mm-hmm.
That she said she always assumed that everything he told her was like the gospel truth, and he would just say these things that she just assumed were true. And then she would find out later he was teasing her, and he didn't mean them to, he didn't even at first intend for her to think they were true. And after a while, of course, he enjoyed making her think things were true that weren't, just for fun. But she said she just believed everything he said, and so he could make her believe things that weren't even close to true.
Well, mine will say things that are totally not so close to true, but I do have to listen carefully sometimes because he can say them with a straight face. But then I have a child that can do that. My Brandon and I used to go on dates when he was little. We would go out to lunch all by ourselves, Daddy was at work, and we would go someplace, like there was this place that had calzones in Niceville that we just loved to go. One day he decided to switch my drink because I don't like Dr. Pepper. And he sat there with this totally complete straight face, switched my drink. I was about to tell the waitress she had brought me the wrong thing when I realized his glass was full. It was like, oh, child. Okay, that's not bad.
Oh, I think it's cute. Now, are those tails paper or fabric?
They're paper. I had torn these little pieces off of the pages because that made them a little too tall. So it is my intention to see if this works. We will see.
I'm watching.
Well, I just pulled that one apart a little bit, but now when I put it in the book, it'll flatten back out some, but it'll have a little bit more.
Have some fun texture.
Uh-huh. Ta-da!
Yes, Melissa. Tanya and I both have Facebook groups. Janet, are you still around? Could you put our Facebook group links in?
Please and thank you.
Yes, please and thank you. I'm going to let those sit a little bit more. I don't want to take the chance on.
And we would love to see some of your artwork, dear, and ask questions in the group. We'll try to answer them.
Janice says, I thought I was 62 a whole year before I was, so I wonder what I'll think next year.
Oh, Janice, I'm just I'm waiting for 62. It means I get to draw Social Security. I'm not going to make that a mistake of knowing when I'm 62, because that is going to be a nice little gift to myself.
Oh.
And if
Okay.
y'all wonder why I put the little squares on the back, I just don't like the staples. They bite. Now I could staple things beforehand, but I just cover up the staple on the back. It's just not a big deal. My keyboard can't spell either, just so y'all know. Now see, that one's cute too.
It is very cute.
Okay. They're getting there now. They're starting to get there.
Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to glue a little fabric cluster right on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to attach this dragonfly.
Ooh. Uh-huh. Yep.
To it to dangle in the front.
Janice, my waiting will not help us that much. So I still work, but I work for myself. So, and it's not been all that great this last year. So my waiting won't really make a difference. And our financial guy told us that it would take 17 years for Jeff to make up the difference of waiting. He said, so Jeff took his at 62 as well, because it would take 17 years to make the difference.
Wow.
And if we live 17 years, then we'll worry about it. But
Thank you, Janet.
but that's why we did. That's why I am. Okay, that one's got to have something. Oh, I have some of this. Some of this might be pretty on there. Nope, maybe not.
Oh, good grief. I was just going to take a little piece off and
now you have a big old strip.
I have a big old strip. That's all right. It's can be used any old time.
Nope, don't like that. I haven't used any of my book pages yet. So I may go in and change my book pages to some that, oh, I guess I can't do that, can I? Can I change which book pages I use?
Sure.
Okay.
You just can't. I mean, you couldn't use part of one and then trade out the other half for an.
Right. I haven't even touched them. So I might go in and get a page or two that has large print so that I can use them for words.
Yeah.
Because I haven't put any words on either.
I haven't put any words on either, and I haven't used any of my book pages, but one of my book pages is words.
Yeah, and you know, I didn't think about that until after you said that. Okay, some of that might be cool under a flower. Yep. Yes, Beth. Lisa's making it. I'm surprised she's made it this far, but she has. So,
I'm
ooh,
just
you know
going to
what?
do this one more thing and then glue these in, and then we're going to have to stop. But But I'm happy with how much I've gotten.
Yeah, we've gotten quite a bit done. That's really cool. I may have to cut that off carefully and use it for a tag. That means I need a ruler.
I just found something I didn't realize was on this lacy fabric.
What is that?
Trim that was along with it.
Oh, that's adorable. Can you get it loose?
Well, I'm not sure I can get it off. It'll have to be really fat, but I'm going to put it on the edge of a page anyway.
Okay.
But right now I got this because it has, a bunch of little flowers and I could do a bunch of different things with it. It's one reason I chose it, but I didn't even see that when I was looking at it. So
see, won't that be cool as a tag?
yes, it will be.
I will Yep. Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. I'll do that in a minute. I'm going to finish this one first. So that means I needed to punch out another. I wanted to punch out another flower out of this one.
Are you watching, Janet? I'm making a cluster.
Oh, snap.
Thank you, Sharon. I'm enjoying them, and it's funny because these are not typically colors I use a lot, but they really felt right for this book, and they all kind of came together good. So
this is the weirdest trim. It's just odd, weird trim, but I like it. Yep. But it's going to take a staple to hold it down, I think. Put some glue.
clusters, Janet says. This one, I don't normally glue them down like this, but this one I'm going to pretty much glue mostly down because I want to be sure that the dragonfly doesn't pull it off.
Andrea, yeah, I mean, I do get the most out of a piece of paper. I do. Besides, my hand gets tired making punches, so I have to get the most out of the squashing that thing. I'm lazy. You didn't realize that? That's what that is. That's called pure laziness. Okay. Now I need a different color flower for that one, though. Orange is just too much. Yeah. I have no idea where this orange trim came from. I think it was in my mom's stuff, which is kind of odd for her to have had that, but Um,
Okay, sorry.
that's okay. Suzanne, that trim is probably old as the hills. That's the thing. I'm pretty sure it came over in a bag of stuff from Mom's, and so who knows why she had orange trim, because I know I have never worn orange. I can't, of course, I had an orange bathroom once, so that may have been, back in the day, that may have been why she had it, is some kind of, okay, that makes me happy too. But now I want to make this other one. So I need a piece of cardstock. No, that's not cardstock. Okay. Are you the whole width? Oh, it's already cut. No, it's not eyelash trim, Julie. That particular trim has it's a braid. And I honestly think that if you looked in the upholstery department, you might find it more likely. And I think originally it would have had a stabilizing thread along the bottom. This actually has, can you see that it's got a place like a binding at the top, and then all of these little fringy things that come off of it. And I will bet you that it had a thread that with a chain stitch that you could pull out. That would be my guess. Okay.
This is not wanting to cooperate.
Uh-oh. Is it just, what's happening? Coming loose?
Well,
or?
this ring is big and stiff,
Uh-huh.
and so it's not wanting to. Oh, there we go. If I can just keep it just like that.
Okay, Beth, I missed something. Let's see if I can get to it. Let's see. Are you talking about Janet posting our schedule for tomorrow, Beth? If so, yes, that will be fine. Lisa is going to, we're going to stream on Lisa's channel at 6 and my channel at 9. That is if Lisa's up to it. In caps.
Oh, goodness. Sorry. Okay.
Yes, that's fine, hon. If she posts it there, that'll be great. Lisa's muted for the moment, guys, just so you know. The trim they have. Beth, are you streaming too? Andrea, that is that I would say this is an upholstery trim. Now, the thing of it is that because it's fringy, it's not as thick, but it is pretty thick. I'm not worrying about it because I'm not using a ton of it. Okay, Beth, that's great. I would love it if Janet would post on in your group. I would tell you I would do it, but by the time I get off of here tonight, I'm liable to forget. Just because I know me. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to glue these things down and then I'm going to have to go.
Okay. Well, I have this this piece right here that I'm going to glue down. And then I have a piece of eyelash trim. I don't have much of it left. But I'm going to take this piece of eyelash trim and glue it right here alongside these flowers like that. Ta-da!
That's going to be very cute.
Mm-hmm. You did real well, Lisa. It is 9:45.
I know, and I did not intend to be out here this long, but I got stubborn on myself.
I see. and now you I hope you don't pay for it tomorrow.
I don't think I will.
Okay.
It's not like I would go in the house and go to bed anyway.
Okay.
I've been having so much trouble going to sleep that it's been taking me till 3 or 4 o'clock to go to sleep. So I would just go sit in my recliner and
we're not
whine about wanting to go to
we have
sleep.
not been sleeping well. I don't know what it is. And you probably can't sleep real well in the recliner.
No, I can't sleep at all in the recliner. So I have to go to bed in order to get any sleep. And okay, question.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Should
that's so cute.
I think I'm gonna glue it here and here
Uh-huh.
for a tuck. But do you think it would be better to do it down here?
I think it'll hold something better.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Because the glue will be underneath whatever you're tucking in.
Yeah, and I may actually make a bigger band of glue than I would normally.
I don't think I'm going to glue the trim on this right now because I think I'm going to have to put it under something to make this stick down. It's a little, what shall I call it? Lumpy. It's where I punched it.
Wrinkly or?
Well, where I pushed the punch through it, the little thingies want to raise up, and I put glue on them. But if I don't put it under something, it's not going to stay. So what I'm going to do is put it not in that piece. I'll put it inside a piece of wax paper and then take it and put it under a box. I'll be right back. Well, actually, since we're getting ready to go, I'll just put it under my book. my gigantic, humongous book that takes everything I have to pick it up. There.
And I think with this one, I'm going to change my mind. And I'm going to
Okay.
make this a tuck spot and just make this decorated.
Oh, that'll be real cute though.
Yeah, I think that's a better plan. And I'm going to have to ink this before I glue it down, though.
Thank you, Janet. And thank you, Beth. And Julie just found 2 of her glues that she's been avoiding because she didn't think it would work good on paper. It works really good.
Yay.
Yay. Names of glues. And by the way, this is a little piece of paper where I punched out the little flowers, and I specifically took, this was too close to use it. So the next time I punched like that, and I will put it over maybe some painty paper or something when I make another tag or something. See?
Yeah, that's going to be cute.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I get a lot of mileage out of my piece of paper. And I have tons of paper, and I just don't use it all. Joyce is going to bed. Good night, dear. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, Joyce.
My flowers look tropical. Well, I'm hoping they look 60s. That's what I really want, that 60s flower power vibe, which I'm liking. I'm really liking.
Thank you, Janet.
Art Star Tacky PVA glue.
There's way more kinds of glue than I even knew existed. Okay.
Oh,
I was gonna
Lisa,
make some, yeah.
Moon Conduit is here.
Well, hi, Lisa. It's nice to meet you.
Yes, ma'am. Nice to meet you. Just about the time we're going to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to do extra search to find, I'm assuming that's the Facebook group. Sorry you had to work so hard. It's good to have you here. Okay, well, there's some little tag beginnings that I'm going to use tomorrow, so I'm just going to lay them right there.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
And I think I am at the end of my
Well, I think you did really well. So
whatever I had today.
The steam is all gone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my steam is gone. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But I love you all for coming and playing along with us and giving me some good laughs. And
yep. And we'll have some more panty paper tomorrow. Made you laugh. I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry. Well, God bless you all. I'm going to get off here so you don't have to listen to me anymore.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you all.